Diary of Saint Francis de Sales. We must approach the Lord without any selfish desires, simply allowing ourselves to be guided by His divine will. Much like a small child in the arms of its mother, through a certain kind of admirable consent that can be called union, or rather, the unity of our will with that of God. Thus, we should accept the events of divine providence with a most simple calmness and tranquility of will, conforming to all that God wishes to be done in us, about us, and through us, without wanting anything of our own. Teótimo, Book 9, Chapter 14. Count Louis de Sales, brother of Francis, after his death, presented various writings from the saint's journals, penned in his own hand, where among other words were written, "Francis, remember that God has granted you many graces. May 19, 1593. Through the intercession of the glorious Saint Celestine, protector of your retreat in preparation for holy orders." The Reverend Brevard also declared that on that day the saintly youth cut his hair, which was indeed very beautiful and soft, to conform to the celestial style, and then remarked, "Ah, Lord Abbot, for the past 2 days I've been facing great battles against my calling. The devil has not left a single corner of my soul untouched, provoking me with great aversion to this tonsure. The strength of Samson lay in his hair, but in the case of mine, I believe my weakness was in the ends. From the moment I cut my hair, I feel stronger for the service of God, and I have sincerely promised the Lord to eliminate the old man entirely in order to live henceforth with the help of divine grace in total renewal of life with Jesus Christ in God. God be blessed forever. Reflection of Saint Francis' writings. Saint Francis de Sales invites us to adopt a humble and childlike disposition in our relationship with God. He emphasizes the importance of surrendering our own desires and ambitions, allowing ourselves to be guided solely by the divine will. This process is akin to a child being cradled in the arms of its mother, trusting and content without striving for personal gain or direction. He introduces the concept of unity between our will and God's will, illustrating that true peace comes from conforming our desires to what God wills for us. This submission is not blind obedience, but rather a profound acceptance of divine providence, which encompasses all the events that unfold in our lives. Saint Francis encourages us to embrace these occurrences with a serene heart, free from our own ambitions and anxieties, thus achieving a tranquil alignment with God's purpose. In the context of his own life, he shares an intimate account of his struggles as a young man facing his calling to the priesthood. He recalls a significant event on May 19, 1593, marked by the personal grace he felt through the intercession of Saint Celestine, his protector during his preparatory retreat for holy orders. This reflection highlights how pivotal moments such as cutting his hair symbolized his commitment to a life dedicated to God. Cutting his hair served as an act of resolve, symbolizing his desire to shed worldly attachments and embrace a renewed spiritual existence. The text also illustrates the internal battles he faced against temptation and doubt. He describes the influence of the devil, who continually attempted to pull him away from his calling. These struggles serve as a reminder that the path to holiness is challenged by various spiritual adversities, yet the act of relinquishing control by surrendering to God's will is what ultimately empowers the soul. In conclusion, Saint Francis de Sales imparts a beautiful message about faith, surrender, and the transformative power of divine grace. He emphasizes that in the journey of life, we should strive for unity with God's will, fostering an attitude of simple acceptance and tranquility. By doing so, we invite strength into our spiritual lives, allowing for true renewal and deeper relationship with God. Jesus lives. God be blessed forever.